Hi guys, welcome to this channel. So guys, I'm going to be sharing my story, the story of me being in German, when I came to German and everything as of my life in German for the few years that I have been here. And so I came here 2021 June. 9th of June 2021, and I came because I found someone that loved me and I loved him, and so we got married. So I got married in German. We got married in the registry of German, not in Kenya. Okay, so after we got married, the first thing you do, like, start looking for something to do. Of course, that's the mentality we have, or that's our. It's not mentality, also it's what we all pray for. Like you go there and you put yourself into business. You just want to work and find something for yourself. So when I came, first before I could find a job, I decided let me just do another German school, of which I did. I went to school and I did my B1. Of course, I had done B1 in Kenya, but I had passed only three parts, like the reading and the listening part, the writing part, and the speaking part. So the reading part I did not pass. So I said, because I did not pass all the three parts, all the four parts, let me just do a little B1 again, and then we see how it goes. So I went back to school. I did my B1. God sei Dank. Thank God I passed. And then I went for there's this course they call it, I don't know, it's politics, something to do with politics, also it's culture, also you have to be educated of what is like the culture of the country, something like that. And I passed also. And then that was, now I did the exam of my last certificate of that one now, February 28th of February 2022. And then on the same month, I decided to look for a job. So the place where I was working, like when I was going to get to my, they call them tram Strassenbahn. I There was a dry clean there, and outside on their window they were advertising like they're looking for workers. And so one day I gathered my courage and I said, let me go to that place and ask for a job, since I'm already finishing my school. And instead of staying just at home, it was boring at first, because when I was before I started going to school, it was really boring, and you find yourself, you're so lonely, because my husband was going to work, so he could not stay at home with me. And by the time he comes back, you have a lot to think, like you feel like you miss your home already. So I went to this place, and luckily I found the owner there, and she was a lady. And I tried to express myself, and I told her I saw the advertisement at their window and I'm looking for a job. And though she asked me where I come from, it's normal when you see a different color. And I told her, and she asked me what I've been doing or how long I've been in German. I told her it was just a month. And okay, she told me to decide for Probezeit. Probe, like trial. You have to go and be shown how the work goes, or something like that. Yeah, and I chose the day. It was the following week, because I went on a Thursday. And okay, I went, did the whatever. It was 4 hours, and then she told me to come home and think about it. And then after, she gave me 2 days to come and think about it. When I call her, if I feel like I'm ready to do the job. So I came home and I thought about it, and me, I had decided, because I needed to get money. You are in a Euro country, you need Euro. Yeah. So I thought about it. Of course, I had decided. That's why I went to ask for a job. And Africans, we don't choose, like if something is available and it's something that is going to give you something, of course you go for it, as long as you have your dignity and so on. So I called her and I told her, yes, I have decided. And my German was also, it's not that was bad, but I'm that person, like you are afraid to talk it, maybe you will miss a word. Anyway, so she gave me, she did not respond immediately. After I told her that I have thought about it and I think I'm ready to do the job, then she told me to give her 1 week, because there were also other people who had applied for the job, and so she was also waiting for them to give her feedback. Okay, so I gave her time, but she did not call, and I called her again. When I called her again, then she told me, okay, she has decided on me, and I can go to pick the contract. Yeah, so I went, picked the contract. She gave me the contract from the of the work and all. And the date that I was supposed to start the following month, that was in March 2022. Okay, I started the job. It was not easy, to be honest, working in a dry clean. I don't know if it's all dry cleaning, but this one, so what I asked for was, as the whatever was written, like I was to work at the counter, but then I was to work everywhere, like at the counter, I'm washing the clothes, I'm ironing the clothes, we are packing the clothes, and all those. At the end of the day, we also have to clean the shop. I was patient, because even my colleague was doing the same. Like every shift, you are alone. At that moment, getting employees in this kind of job, it's also very difficult. Anyway, I was patient, and I started also processing my papers, because when you come here, you need to translate your certificates, at least in the language. You have to translate your papers into German language. And so the process was also not cheap. But anyway, my husband helped me. So we started working on my papers. That was 2022, but then it took time until 2023 in July. That's when the process was done, and also my papers were, of course, recognized in German. So we were just sharing, I was just talking and talking at work and so on. Okay, so she later knew that I did business management, and that my papers were also recognized in German, and I could also look for a job in an office or something like that. And so I guess that was the reason that she decided to look for someone secretly and then fired me. But I did not show her the, like, okay, I was not planning to stay in this place forever, because it's health-wise, it's also not good. There are a lot of chemicals there, and you inhale so much chemicals, and different clothes from people, and some clothes were so dirty and so on. And before you put them in the machine, you have to brush them with brush, because some like jackets, when you just decide to put it in the machine, it's going to come out the way it was. At least a customer will come and tell you, I have had this jacket for 10 years without washing. And then they will tell you it's not even dirty. And I'm like, my friend, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I decided, okay, I continued. We worked. At the end of the day, you are getting your salary, but in mind, it's not the best for you. But I was that person, like I was planning to tell her, like, if it's before some months, so that she would have someone to, at least she would have some time for her to look for a replacement. So it was 2024, in October. I was not feeling well, and I'm not lying. And so I took sick. It was on a Wednesday. On Thursday, as of the whole week I was working, but I was not feeling okay. And also my colleague was also sick. So on a Thursday, I went to the doctor very early in the morning, and the doctor gave me a letter, as well, a sick letter, that I stay at home for at least the Thursday, the Friday, and the weekend. Then maybe I could go back to work on Monday. And to my shocking, or I don't know, to surprise or something, I don't know how to call it, the Saturday morning, it was Saturday at 11 a.m., I got a parcel, a letter, that from the job, from my boss. And opening it was like, I have fired you. I was not sad anyway. I was not sad because one, I was sad but not sad. I was sad but not sad. The reason I was sad was she felt that I lied to her that I was sick, because the day before, when I sent her the letter from the doctor, she messaged me that I'm lying. Like, that's not sincere. It's not really, like, I'm lying. And I was not lying. So the reason, that's one of the reason, because she just took me for granted. I am sick and I was coming to work when I'm sick, and she saw me. She even said that, like, if you are both, as of me and my colleague, we are sick, then she's going to close the shop for some time for us to recover. And if one of us was sick, that means she has to replace, as well, she has to stand by, because she says she cannot hire so many people for, because she doesn't have a lot of, as well, money. Money in quotes. Anyway, it's normal for people with a lot of money. They never have anything. Okay, and so because I was sick, she fired me. But later I realized she had found someone who was going to replace me on the counter, and so that's why she fired me. When I got back to the work on Monday, because when you get fired, you have to work, like, there is that maximum, depends how long you've stayed in that place and what your contract says. So if I had to resign myself, I had to work 1 month, and then if she fired me, I also had to work 1 month. So I had to work the month of November, whole of it, before now I'm out of the place. So I went, and I had 1 week holiday. So that means I was to work 3 weeks of November, and 1 week, the 1 week I take my holiday. So that was the reason why I was sad. And the fact that I was working in this place like it was my father's company, like, doing all those things, and it's one person, it's like you are doing a job for 4 people. You are dealing with the customer, picking and giving out of clothes. You are going to wash the clothes, like in the dry clean, the ones with the chemical, and also the water, and you are also going to dry them. You are going to do the ironing. You are going to do the packing, and after you finish packing, you hang the clothes on the hanging rod, as well, according to their numbers. And then after, when you have evening shift, you have to clean the shop, and Saturday you have to do the thorough cleaning. That was one of the reasons I felt like I was used and dumped. The reason why I was happy, it's like I was planning to leave the place, but not so early, the way she ran to earliness. I was planning to leave the place, but I was planning to inform her this year, the year 2025, January, and give her a duration of at least 7 months. Like, I was planning to leave it at the end of July, so that at least she'll be able to look for for someone before then. And also another reason why I'm happy, or I was happy, I had now the best opportunity to go to the employment agency and ask them for, at least they would pay for my, because I wanted to do B2, and also doing B2, it's very expensive. So at least there was a chance that, like, I would also get some little pocket money from the employment agency, and also they would pay my B2, of which that one happened. I'm happy for it. Yeah, but at least the people out there, if you are employing someone and this person has not wronged sickness, anybody can be sick, and these are bodies. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Sometimes it's overload. It has been overworked and needs reacts in a way or something. I don't know. So just treat people well.